What up, guys? It's your boy Just King ZA. Welcome back to the Just King ZA podcast. And yeah, man, this is not update video in terms of like what's happening. It's just a streaming video. I'm streaming through my thoughts and you know understanding or in front of the screen, like my journey so far when it comes to social media and content. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. For those of y'all who don't know, I am Just King ZA. I am a content creator. I am a rapper, musician, artist, activist, creative. That's what I am. I'm all those things. I'm a creative person. I've been a creative person ever since I was a kid. Ever since I'm talking 5 years old, bro. I'm talking 6, 7. I'm talking there. I've always been creative. I've always been drawing. I've always been doing all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the kid playing drums on the school table. You know what I'm saying? The table, that I was sitting at school, and kids used to gather around me to hear me playing house music with my hands on the tables. You know, when house music started being huge in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was like 7 or 8, 9, 10, somewhere there. You know, I've always been the guy that people come around for to draw. I was drawing Dragon Ball Z. I was drawing all type of things. You know what I'm saying? Just been a creative guy. I've been the guy the Dragon Ball Z guy, the guy who you had to, if you wanted to talk Dragon Ball Z, you'd be around me. You know, that guy, if you want to talk about Dragon Ball Z and whatever, I'll be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and it's been a good journey. It's been a good journey. One thing I like about myself is that I've never changed. You know, I've never changed. I've never said, "Hey, I'm grown up now. Hey, this thing's not working out. Let me just change. Let me wear suits. Let me be this what person." No, I've always been. I've always remained that child. You know, that creative. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I've done things. I've went to school. Of course, I've done the other things because it is what it is. You know, we're Africans. You know what I'm saying? Education is very, very important and something that we value. But I've always followed that thing of mine. You know, being a creative. I've always been creative, still creative even now. So I've been trying to rap for the longest time. I've been trying to rap for the longest time. Been trying to produce for the longest time. But it did take a lot of time for me to get any movement going when it comes to those type of things. So, but it was like God was working. I was being taught to understand the game. The music, the production, the industry. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I don't think there's anybody who can literally rob me. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music industry, I know everything. I understood the music industry, like how it works, the inner workings in terms of royalties, all those things, since I was like 15, 14. You know what I'm saying? I used to like listen to radio, when they were talking about these things. They used to invite people talking about royalties, Samro, all those things. Back when I was 14, bro, I used to listen to hip hop shows, So, yeah, I've been that, and I've been working, doing a lot of things till I started recording my first song in 2011. You know what I'm saying? But I've been writing since 2007. You understand? So 2007, I was young, But 2011, I recorded my first song, and ever since then, I've been dropping a song every year. Even if I get no views, you know what I'm saying? I've been dropping, putting out music. Data file host, I've been on all the eras, I've been on all the eras, bro. I remember Data File Host, I remember Cassie MP3, I remember Reverb Nation, you know what I'm saying? SoundCloud, you know, YouTube. Before people started putting out music on YouTube, we was putting out music on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So my music wasn't popping off at the time, but a lot of lessons were learned. I learned a lot of lessons, which have kind of led me here where I'm at right now, you know. Without those lessons, I wouldn't be here where I'm at. So 2011, I recorded, okay. Then 2012, I dropped. Actually, that's when I released my first song, you know. Because 2011 I recorded, but I couldn't release that music because I felt like it wasn't properly mastered. I felt like it wasn't, but I couldn't have been more wrong. That music was okay. Excuse me. That music was okay, man. But being young, of course, right? I should have just packaged that music properly, and it would have been dope. But I overthought. But one thing about me, I've always dropped. I dropped one song from that project. You know what I'm saying? So I've been consistent, you know what I'm saying? Even if it wasn't to the universe. Because you might think the world does not see, but the universe sees it, you know? It sees the consistency. It sees the consistency. The universe, I'm talking God's creation, God's system of things, of thou shalt sweat to eat, you know what I'm saying? Man must sweat to eat, you know what I'm saying? So toil will be rewarded, you know what I'm saying? So you just drop so that you get, the universe sees it and will reward you later on. You plant those seeds. So I've been dropping, man. Even if I can get three downloads, 10 downloads, it's fine. I've just kept on, man. I just kept on dropping. Worked with a lot of guys, you know, tried to help them, you know. Those who pushed, those who didn't push. But I've just dropped, and then I dropped projects, you know what I'm saying? Dropped a project called Dark Swag Mixtape on SoundCloud, still there. I'm gonna re-drop it here. I'm gonna re-drop it, repackage it nicely, and put it here on this, and drop it to DSPs and all that. It's a beautiful project. Another project called Gentle Soul. I might put them together and make them one, you know. Excuse me. I might make them one project and put them on DSPs. That's coming soon. Just because me putting out those projects have stood the test of time. Like, what do I mean by standing the test of time? I mean that when I go back to listen to those projects, I feel like, damn, I'm talented. You know what I'm saying? So those projects, they kind of like get rid of my self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? Every time I go and listen to them. So that's the investment of consistency. When you're consistent, that music will speak for you against your own conscious tomorrow. When your conscious says, maybe I'm not, maybe this thing is not for me, maybe I'm not. But then you go back, you listen to that shit, you are like, I am him. You know. So that's the seed of consistency. It gives you a lease of life, you know. Every time you go down, you always go back. You know what I'm saying? We drop songs on Data File Host. Data File Host doesn't exist anymore. So we can't go back to listen to the greatness that we had. And we can't see the streams that we had. We can't consume this thing. You can't listen to it from a consumer's perspective if it's on your laptop. You know what I'm saying? You need to put it out. And I feel like that was one of my greatest investments. Putting out shit on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still there even to this day. You go there, certain 8 years ago, you have a different ear for it. Back when I released it the first time, I was like, this is whack. The mixing is not perfect. But now I listen to it with my new understanding of the game and how to package and whatever. I'm like, damn, this can still go even today. You know what I'm saying? So I've been consistent. And then, bro, dropping one song a year is fine. Just be consistent. Don't go 3 years without dropping anything. Or 4 years, 5 years without dropping anything. You won't make it, you know. So I've been dropping back to back. Even now I just dropped a free tape that I recorded it on my phone. The phone I'm recording here on, the iPhone 6s. I recorded it like this. It's a 4-track. It's here on my YouTube. Even if people don't stream it, it's fine. But the fact that the universe recognizes that I put something out, I will be rewarded. It is a must. I've seen it. There's proof for me. I've seen it. I've been rewarded for those things, for putting, especially when you put out projects, you will be rewarded, my guy. You will be rewarded. Put out projects. Find a place where there's go find a market, put out a project. See, then people listen. You get, as long as people stream your whole thing, it's fine. You will be rewarded in the future. It will take you from one step to another. Before you know it, you're a legend. Before you know it, you are exactly where you thought you were gonna be. But if you don't put out the music, then you might never reach. Because you didn't climb the steps. Then you're gonna have to cheat. And cheating doesn't guarantee that you're gonna get it. So I was just having these thoughts. I put out that tape, and then from there I put out a song called Virtues, and that song called Virtues. No, I put out the song called Imali, which was the single from one of the projects I did. I was like, yo, this is the, so I budgeted in about $200. That's when Facebook marketing was starting to boom, I'm talking about sponsored ads, where you can sponsor your song. There used to be that thing where you sponsor ads and you put your song out through ads. That's when we started. That's when I put out my song called Virtues, and that's the first song that hit 1,000 downloads. No, Imali. That was a song that from the tape that I did. It's the first song to hit 1,000 downloads. And the interaction and everything, and it was people from all over the country. Then from there, I dropped a song called Virtues, and that was another street song. Did even better, but also about 1,000. Made me understand the numbers. You know what I'm saying? The game. And then from there, that was about 2016. 2017, I dropped another tape. And then at the end of the year, I went to work with my niggas at the time. And my niggas at the time, we did a song called Money on the Low. And then, yeah, I chose that track. We did a couple of tracks, and I was putting out something for each of us to choose a song, and I chose that song. I remember those niggas were like, this song is not, at least one of the niggas was saying, this song is not the one, what, it was very trappy and all that. But I chose that song. I was like, man, this thing is amazing. I'm gonna work this track. And then I went and submitted all those songs to radio. Like I was at UJ at the time. I went to play the songs to the radio compiler there. He used to give me a lot of advice. Shout out to him. Shout out Kavish. I forgot his surname. Kavish from UJFM. Shout out, my nigga. Shout out. In Indian Brew. Gave me a lot of advice. If he gave me advice when I played him Virtues first, he was like, yo, you need to put in some gross beat, something, some beat drops, some things just to embellish the sound. Don't make it mustn't sound so generic. And I listened. Started dropping the beat, started doing all this thing. And then he was telling me mixing and mastering. And then then when I worked on my songs in the future, that's what I did. Then we did that Money on the Low song. And then I went and submitted all the songs we did. And then Kavish was like, yo, this song, it's mixed and mastered, it's proper, it's banging. And we're playing it on monitors, and I mixed it on ear headphones. But somehow you couldn't playlist it, but I wasn't heard that much. I was like, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna take the songs. Let me just push this one song. I didn't even say let me push it. I was just, okay, this is the song for me at the moment. And then I just put it out, whatever. I uploaded it everywhere. I uploaded it on competitions. That's what I used to do with each song, even in Mali, whatever. When I used to join Jägermeister competitions, when I used to join all these competitions, I used to use a song. So I changed. I used Money on the Low. And bam, I put it on KFC Soundbite, and bam, they called me, they're like, yo, the song. They didn't even tell me anything. They just said, we want to put this song on radio, or at least for a day, just for it to be played once, So, KFC is a big company. They that KFC soundbite, they give you a proper opportunity. They give you a PR company which will put you on, so you don't even have to submit to radio. They have a contract with the radio stations to say this is the KFC soundbite song for today, and the person who did the song is gonna get an interview. Can I say that's when I blew up? No, I did. I didn't blow up, but I must start taking that moment. That's a moment, 2017. That's a moment. I can't just say no. It was just a regular moment. No, that was a moment of approval, of to show that there was something. I mustn't, because my song was being played by Junior the Rocker. Junior the Rocker. I was speaking with him on the call. He was interviewing me on Gaga CFM, and my song got played on Gaga CFM. No, I must really take that moment as a big moment in my career, in music, And then how many people can say that happened for them, I wasn't playlisted, yes, but my song was played. I got an interview. That's something, And then from that moment, that's when I realized that, this is the sound. This is what I need to do. And since then, I focused on that, kept on producing the similar type of songs, whatever. Then I went on back to school, focused on school. Then from there, that's what happened. Went through some couple of life challenges, that kept me a little bit back from music. Then from there, I moved from where I was staying. Like I had a life change, you know what I'm saying? Like I moved from one province to another. Then from there, that's when I started pushing internet, you know what I'm saying? So content, I tried TikTok at the time. I couldn't find the right content, but I ended up pushing. I was trying to find a way to just be viral, without needing to pay for it, without needing anyone to put me on, and with consistency again, you know what I'm saying? I put out a song called The Swelling, 2019, 2020, I put out a tape, I believe it was 2021, I put out a tape, a 4-song tape, and called the Holo EP. It's a EP. And then from there, I found a song there called was the Come Up, which ended up being called Long Ride, the Come Up, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, I put out the video. My brother helped me shoot. He shot a video for me on his phone, phone, and we did that, and we put it out, put some ads on it as well. It's at 3K views right now. That was another move, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, I dropped another tape with I started pushing Amapiano sounding hip hop, and then there was a song there called Ngeke Balunge on another tape called Evergrind EP. You know what I'm saying? The EP called Evergrind, and that helped me find my sound. Do you understand? Consistency. And once I did that, I found my sound in hip hop. I'd found my sound in South African sounding Amapiano-ish type of song. And then from there, that gave me a vibe, to say I'm gonna now have to focus on my brand and my image, because I feel like I figured out the music. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started taking pictures with photographers and all that, branding and all that. And I started putting out those pictures. Once I heard DJ Cleo speaking about it, DJ Tira speaking about it, talking about the power of branding. You must brand. You must do proper album covers with your picture on it. Then you grow your page. That's how you grow. You understand? And I took that, I put it there. And then when I put out the pictures and I sponsored them, and just to see the reaction from the people, the reaction was explosive. And then when that reaction happened, I was like, damn, okay, this is a chance for me to go viral. So this is what people want. And then I started using what the art of those pictures to my own content. Whether it's how I'm typing, whether it's I can't figure out what people want just by looking at the picture, the photograph of my brand. I realized that this is what people want. So I started putting those values on that picture, whatever it is people are liking about this move, on everything I'm doing, whether it's something I'm typing, a status message, whether it's a what. I know now how to invoke people's emotions. Do you understand? That's when now I started commenting on Twitter. And boom, one of my tweets went viral under Tusombedu. She was speaking in the American twang. Then I went there and I trolled her. I wasn't trolling, but I was just saying, hey, reduce the accent. You know what I'm saying? That thing went viral. It was all over the articles. You know what I'm saying? It was all over the online magazines and whatever. All those things. Briefly, all those things. You know. They called me a troll there. You know what I'm saying? Then I was like, what? Okay. She even responded. Yes, she responded. She was like, hey, don't talk about things you don't know. Went viral. My name is there. Even on YouTube, people did videos. These bloggers, these gossip channels, these updates channels, entertainment updates. Sorry for calling them gossip. No, it's a bad thing to say gossip. Entertainment bloggers. They started. They put it there. I was like, what? This is my name. This is me. I was like, damn. So I went viral organically. That's when now I started taking clips of videos, putting them on TikTok, on Twitter, and then boom, I had 1,000 views in like 1 minute or 2 minutes, and another 1,000 view on, and I was like, okay, let me grow, because I knew Twitter is a powerful platform, and I'm like, let me just put it on TikTok just for control. It was the Meg G's interview with Carl Niehaus. I put it out, I wake up next day, and I have like 20,000 views, 5,000 views, and they just keep growing. And I was like, damn, let me focus on TikTok, because I was pushing on Twitter, but the followers were not, I was not getting followers, but on TikTok I was getting followers. And I pushed, and today I have like 100,000, you know what I'm saying, 100,000 followers on TikTok. You know, my page is a big deal on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, for updates, clips, everything. But it's different from other ones because I also speak on it. I also do my own videos, updating people and motivating people, doing all these things. And then I put clips of podcasts and everything. You know what I'm saying? And now I have like 102, you know what I'm saying, followers. And yeah, man, and that has led me here now to YouTube, you know, to now be able to speak in long form and 30-minute clips, 1 hour. I'm gonna be doing 1 hour, 2 hour clips, podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Which is further leading me to my vision. You know what I'm saying, of being a creative, and yeah, man, engaging people. Some of the content will be controversial because we need growing pains. Growing pains. In order to grow, we need to feel pain. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily feel pain, but there needs to be some conversations started. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be some conversation started. So if we're battling today. Tomorrow we'll make up. But we have to, if there's a problem, I must speak about it. Then we argue if we argue. You know what I'm saying? I've been arguing with Nigerians here. It's fine. Let's argue, guys. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow will be fine. Do you understand? It's growing pains. We're growing. Do you understand? I mean, I'm not, you guys, you have your own platform, so you go at us. So it's fine. You know what I'm saying? You want us to just keep quiet? No, we must. We're growing. As long as this leads somewhere. So, yeah, man, that's what happened. And here we are now doing podcasts. Gonna be doing more and more podcasts, and this page is gonna grow. I don't want to do guests just yet. I want to just push this thing by myself to show that I'm dope. You know what I'm saying? I can do this by myself. I don't need a guest. Then we'll do guests. We'll be celebrating when we do guests. We'll be just, it's not something we need, but we're just going to do it for the people. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then the music will be coming out as well. Music videos will be coming out as well. Just content after content after content. You know what I'm saying? All thanks to God. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to God and consistency. Do you understand? Thanks to God for the consistency. It's not like I go for the gift of consistency. Thank God for the gift of consistency. Thank God for everything, and thank God for the gift of consistency. Because through that gift of consistency, I'm able to meet with God and put out His work the way He wants. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy about that. So all that consistency, do you see how it it leads to another step leads to another, and you shoot up, and then it leads to another. You know what I'm saying? You need to take small steps, and those steps shoot you up. You know, I thought maybe I was just gonna make music, but yeah, I am. I can speak for 30 minutes on a video, and I can have people watching me speak for the whole 30 minutes. Do you understand? I can speak for an hour and have people watching me for the whole hour. And me speaking serious shit that affects my country, affects my people. Oh, what a time to be alive, man. Thank God for everything. And I hope from this thing you can learn the power of consistency, power of God. Do you understand? Then what I'm saying? It's your boy Just King Zere, signing out.